Hi, I'm Trish, and I'm going to share with you 10 steps that we took to do massive downsizing in order to hit the road and live our dreams. We're Trish and Randy. Welcome to our van build, plus where to go, what to see. It's adventure time. Everybody's going to have a different reason for downsizing. I think Kiplinger said the top 3 reasons are retirement, empty nester, or affordability. And frankly, all those. We were all of those. I'd be interested in knowing what your reasons for downsizing are. Now, we were leaving a large suburban home and moving into a 100 square foot van. So, it was massive. But for some of you, these 10 steps, they still apply even if you're just moving to a smaller home, an apartment, something like that, just a smaller place to live. Now for us, we were entering retirement. We were becoming empty nesters. Our youngest was going off to college, and we didn't want the expense and maintenance of a large suburban home anymore. So our first step, though, years before our youngest left the nest, we knew it was coming. We were getting ready for retirement. We made a list, my husband and myself, of what we wanted our last quarter or third of our lives to look like. And I think that's really important that you get on the same page with that and that you focus on what is important to you. We started watching YouTube videos of other travelers that were living the kind of lives that we wanted to live. And through them, we got an idea of, would this work for us? And even though I don't think we ever thought, oh, this is going to be forever, it's something that we wanted to experience. We really wanted to travel. And we're DIYers. We've been taking care of this big house for 26 years and then another home before that. So we decided to convert our own van. We have a van build playlist that you can go to, and you can see exactly how we did it, because I had so much fun designing it and putting in what I think are some pretty clever, awesome ideas into our van. So take a look at that if this is the sort of thing you're thinking of. These steps apply even if you're just going to a smaller space. Okay. So after we decided what we wanted our lives to look like, even for a while, don't feel like, oh, this is forever. Sorry, my paper, I'm old school. I actually made notes on paper. My kids make fun of me. Anyway, I love the feel of just writing down things. I know that cursive is obsolete, but that's me. Anyway, I think that it's important that you know your why for the next 5 years. If you can't figure out what you want the rest of your life to look like, look at the next 5 years. Number 2 is detaching from those things that you have collected forever. Now for me, a lot of those things had very strong emotional ties, and a lot of those were the things I kept. So you have to go through your home and decide what is really important to you and what isn't. And I have to say that we, at one point in our life, we were self-employed, and 2008 almost wiped us all out. We thought we were going to lose our home or have to file bankruptcy, and somehow we came out of it without either of those things happening. But during that process, I started to emotionally detach from my stuff. And that was really it was so freeing to just go through the house and say, that's just stuff. That's just stuff. And, some things are more important than other things. Like I kept a settee, an antique settee that my mom and I, who has now passed, bought. And I remember us seeing it and loving it, and she bought it, and she passed it down to me. And that, to me, is so much more important than, the couch that we bought at a furniture store. So those are the things that you have to go through and determine what's important. And frankly, a lot of the stuff that, I don't come from a rich family, so it's not like I have tons of heirlooms, but there are some furniture items, but a lot of the items were smaller, like my mom's recipe box where she has handwritten recipes. Things like that are really important to me. The photos. Anyway, there were a lot of things that we kept. It's going to be different for everybody. So you've got to figure that out for yourself and just start really asking yourself as you look around the room, what's important and what's really not. If you bought it at IKEA, you can probably release it pretty quickly. If, it was a birthday gift, maybe not. So that's the first step, I think, in starting to figure out what you can get rid of and what you just can't. So, number 3, there's going to be things that you can offer to friends and family first. You've decided that you can release it, but it'd be great if it stayed in the family. And so we did this. We gave furniture away to family. There were quite a few things that first we offered it to friends and family to see if there was anything they could use. We gave my sons a bunch of stuff for their, because they're in their 20s. They were getting started on their independent lives. So do that first. See who could use some of the things that you've accumulated over all of these years. Number 4, bag and box anything that can be given to charities. We gave a ton of stuff to a senior center that was near us because I'm a painter and I do crafts and things, and I had a ton of craft supplies that I could give away, and so that was great. We gave a lot to a local charity that we know does great work for the community. You might check out Charity Navigator. If you're thinking of giving away to charities, I know Habitat for Humanity is fantastic. Salvation Army is fantastic. So there's just a lot of places that you can give things away to. But it starts with making some piles and sorting, boxing, and bagging. Think about what you can sell at a garage sale. Try to raise some money for your new adventure, for your new life. See what you can sell on Facebook Marketplace. There's a ton of other places where you can resell things. So, that's a cool thing. Or maybe you just want something out of the way and you can post it for free and just say, hey, this is free, come pick it up. That's the way to get rid of some bigger items. Like we had an upright freezer, and anyway, it still worked, but it was ancient avocado green. And so some things like that, people will just come and pick it up. Number 5, recycle anything that you can. Paper, I don't know. Of course, it totally depends on your area if the things are going to be recyclable or not. But there were things that I tried to recycle and just couldn't find a way to do it. But I think that's always a great option if you can pick that. For the rest, number 7, you're going to have to order a dumpster. And to say this is really hard. It's hard to have to go through your stuff and and just start tossing things. It was bad. It was bad. If you don't want to order a dumpster, we've done this before where we instead get a trailer and we haul the stuff off to the local dump, and then you have to pay some kind of flat fee depending on how much it costs. But then you'd have to have a hitch on your car to do that sort of thing. Another thing you can do is slowly put things into your trash bins. We had way too much to do that, but you can divide things up and then week by week get rid of things that way. Okay, now some things I couldn't part with. One thing I was giving up was my studio for my art, and I was not going to just dump my art. I did give away some pieces to friends and family, but it was all things I knew I was coming back to, so I didn't want to give away that stuff. We got a storage facility for it. Now, there were a lot of other things. There were the heirlooms and regular clothes and stuff that Christmas decorations, some things that meant a lot to the family that I just couldn't part with. So we ended up actually with 2 storage rooms. And one was just for all my art, and then the other one was for everything else. And I have to say, what these storage facilities tend to do, or what ours did, you get in at one rate, and then they raise it and raise it and raise it. So that kind of sucked. It really motivated us to get rid of our storage facility after years. So if you're going to hit the road, you need to be able to pack out your RV, or at least figure out how much space you're going to have. Now, this is also going to be handy if you are just moving to a smaller space. Do not wait until you get there. Number 10 is just go live your dreams. We have had the most amazing time these past 5 years. And we are not on the road full time anymore, but we do still manage to get out here and have a great time. Go check out our videos. We give you hints and tips. I've broken them all down by state, so you can see the places that we went in each state. We tend to be boondockers. So we camp off-grid. Here we are in our campsite in Buena Vista, Colorado. And we've got friends and family coming. And can't wait. Our 2 boys are going to meet us out here. And then I've got 2 sets of college buddies that are meeting us here also. My dreams have come true. That's the sort of life that I wanted. Simple, but better. So much better. So, subscribe. It's free. Ask us questions, comment, share this video with other people that you think are going through this process too. It's great when we can help each other. And ask any questions that you have, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you. See you on the next adventure.